So, all right, well, let's get to it because Cole only has so much time, and I definitely want to get some of his takes on some of this SEC stuff first, and then we'll get into some other Big Ten stuff with Tom later. But yeah, so not to cut an intro short, but TJ, shut up and let's roll. Diego Pavia winning the Heisman and the national championship. Buy or sell?
Sell, but I mean, what do you want him to say is the main question here. Like, people are so mad that he's coming out and trying to put up these overall thought processes of not being considered a Heisman Trophy winner. And you know what? He's not going to win it. Everyone knows he's not going to win it. Everyone knows what is going into this year with a team like Vanderbilt. They had a great finish of 2024. They won multiple games against ranked opponents. They played up to the standard of every single matchup that they could outside of the Georgia State game. But what do you not want? Like we're sitting here and we have people saying, "Oh, I defend Thomas Castellanos for coming out and being bold and brash and being willing to say this ain't going to be Nick Saban's team. This ain't going to be the old Alabama. This ain't going to be the one that we used to be so accustomed to." And now because it's Diego Pavia, like, you want to carry yourself that way. Like, if you're not thinking you can win the national title, if you don't think that you can win the Heisman Trophy, why am I expecting you to be my starting quarterback? Like, all 136 programs want a quarterback like Diego Pavia. All 136 programs would love to be able to have somebody that carries himself with that swagger, that mentality, that physical brand of, I'm going to shut you up with my on-field play. And then when I get the opportunity to go back, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I shut you up with my actual comments later on. But that's who you are as a player, and that's what you need to be having. Like, honestly, with Diego Pavia, the bottom line is that if you don't have a quarterback built like him, you probably are having the wrong type of mentality.
I love the confidence, but in this social media era, he's going to get roasted. He's a poor man's Baker Mayfield. I really hope that you see some good things out of Vanderbilt this year and they can build on what they did last year. But when you have multiple Vanderbilt players talking about we expect to play into January, it's like, great. The Cheez-It Bowl is definitely something you should be striving for. I think that's something Vanderbilt could reasonably get to. But do I expect to see Vanderbilt in the college football playoff? No way.
I like the confidence. Yeah, as somebody who it took a week, finally came around to even Thomas Castellanos' comments, it's entertainment, guys. Like, yes, I like this. I like Thomas Castellanos' comments. We'll talk about the Alabama player snapping back here. I like that too. Yes, it is entertainment. Like, when I think about this, and somebody said this in my Discord, my FSU channel, when I was originally kind of against the Castellanos stuff, and they're different, right? What they've said is different, and I'm not saying they're exactly the same, but they're in the same vein. When I was like, man, I don't know if he should have said that. Somebody said, what are you afraid of? 3 more tweets? Like 3 more tweets from Alabama fans that were going to roast you anyway? Like, who cares? If Vandy goes out cold this year and goes 4-8, who cares? It's Vandy. What were we going to say? Oh, well, they had a magical run last year. Diego Pavia gave us some fun highlights. We all won it. Nobody's cheering against Vandy. Like, I do think people are cheering against Florida State, like that, and that's fine. Nobody's cheering against Vandy unless you're the opponent that they play that week. Like, everybody wants Vandy to win. Nobody's like, oh, I hope Vandy loses. No, it's great for the anti-SEC guys. They can crap. Oh, see, Bama lost another one, or Tennessee lost another one, or whatever. It's great for the SEC to show strength of the conference. It's great for everybody. It's like, who cares? Like, people, yes, he's not going to win it. But I want every quarterback. I want all 136 quarterbacks in FBS to think they're going to win this year. Like, that's just how you're supposed to be as a quarterback. I love it. It's entertainment. I hope every quarterback for the rest of all time says, I'm winning the Heisman this year, because you're supposed to think that. You're supposed to think you're the best player on the field at any given time. And so, yeah, it's great. I have no problems with Diego Pavia.
Here's the other thing. You can take it in this two examples. With Thomas Castellanos, you want him to maybe hush down because if you went 2-10 last year, like, you had insurmountable amounts of drop off at Florida State. And the standard at Florida State is to be a player in the ACC. It's to be a player in the world of college football. You're supposed to be one of the top names when it comes to the national championship. Like, that's what you're supposed to be, and that's what has been in Tallahassee. But with Diego Pavia, he's already beaten Alabama. And he beat Alabama in his home turf, and he beat Auburn on the road. Again, these are locations where he has gone out and shown you with his own success in the SEC, listen, throw whatever you got at me. I'm going to deliver. I'm going to be the reason why my team is actually catapulting itself in the right direction, which I'm totally cool with. But it's also Vanderbilt. Like it's Vandy. Like, Vandy goes 8-4, 9-3 this year. Do you understand how historic of a quarterback Diego Pavia is going to be for that program, like he already doesn't have to buy another drink on Broadway for the rest of his life for beating Alabama as they threw the goalposts in the Cumberland River. Like that's already done. But then we throw in the fact he's going to maybe have an opportunity to lead his team to another ranked season where they're going down to the wire in every single game at Vandy. Again, it's at Vandy of all places. This isn't at Alabama or Auburn or Tennessee or Georgia or Texas or Texas. It's at Vandy. The win totals over the last 10 years is an average of 5 or lower. And he got to 7 wins last season. And he put up decent numbers. And he was a big factor for his team. And again, nobody is sitting out here going to be, how dare they give a Heisman Trophy to a Vanderbilt quarterback? No, we're going to applaud it. We're going to praise it. We're going to actually consider this to be one of the coolest things ever that, hey, Colorado last year with a two-way player, and now we throw in Vanderbilt getting Heisman trophies. Like, this is what you want for college football to keep parity alive.
If they go 4-8, I'm sorry, 8-4. Let's back it up. I'm on Pacific time, so any mistakes today are just from that. If they go 8-4, he's going to finish top 10, and there's a chance at top 5. If they go 8-4, he's finishing top 5 in the Heisman. That's my take. Maybe I'm wrong on that, maybe not. But for them to go 8-4, they're going to have some massive upsets. He's going to have some massive performances, and he'll finish top 5 in the Heisman. Is my bold take. 8-4, 9-3, that he gets up there. Certainly,
I will say he is top 10 if they go 7-5. If he gets 2 upset wins, he's 100% going to be top 10 Heisman voting.
Because he's going to carry them to those wins. He's going to go off like he did last year for them to be able to do it.
Right. But now they also have a lot of film on him, and the offensive line's taking a step back. You do have Eli Stowers, so do you have that secondary punch? Like that's going to be the main thing that I have. And like leaving SEC Media Days later on today, my last question for Vanderbilt is, who's that secondary weapon? Because they already are talking about bringing in Height to be the new wide receiver number 1, number 2, and he's going to play defense as well, so he's going to be a two-way player. But I got to see that defense take that. I mean, I got to see somebody on that offense be another weapon for this offense to take flight.
All right. Never thought we would lead off a show with Vandy and then go to Alabama, but that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, Vandy, you are welcome, because we will always show you the proper respect that you deserve here on College Football Addiction, the Power 2.